Welcome back mga ate at mga kuya to PuTo Mendoza in Canada. So, I created a video last week, I think it was, yung tatlong trabaho sa casino and yung mga sweldo nila. I think I touched upon dealer, server, tsaka slot attendant. Napansin ko, madami tayong mga viewers na interesado doon. So I figure, gawa ko ng part 2. Okay? So ngayon, I'm gonna discuss the rest of the frontline positions that are available in any casino. Lalo na din sa pinagtrabahuan ko sa Brantford Casino, right? So, naglista ako. There's 7 positions on top of the 3 that I've already covered in my previous videos, right? So, itong mga position na mention ko, they're considered frontline. So, anybody can apply for it. And for the most part, madali sila. Okay? Tandaan nyo guys, it's not hard to get employment inside a casino. You know, madaming tao naiisip nila, oh, you know, I need some kind of qualification. Oh, I need like some kind of degree. Hindi po ganun. Okay? It's just like any other job. You know, nai-intimidate lang po yung mga tao because when they walk into a casino establishment, there's a lot of lights, there's a lot of money, there's so many different things. Yung po lagi sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao because over the years, I've had countless people come up to me habang nagtatrabaho ako sa floor and they would ask, hey, how do I get into the casino as an employee? And all of them are shocked when I tell them how easy it is. And it's not like parang hindi siya dahil iniisip po ng tao it's like an organization that's almost impossible to get into, but really it's just like any other business. Okay, so pag-uusapan natin po ngayon is the other 7 positions, the other 7 frontline positions na available sa casino. So number 1, greeter. Okay, greeter. Ano po yun? Pag pumasok kayo sa casino, hindi lahat po ng casino merong greeter, pero it's like that person that stands by the door and greets people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to XYZ Casino. So, doon po sa amin, meron pong position na ganun. And usually, they give it to mga seniors na retired na. You know, parang naboboard lang sila sa bahay. So, you know, they just want to be out and at the same time make money, right? So, bibigyan po namin ng position as a greeter at the front desk. Or sorry, at the front door. So habang pumapasok po yung mga tao, meron pong naka-uniforme on the corner. And, you know, nag-handout sila minsan ng flyers kung merong special yung restaurant, or nag-handout po sila ng different kinds of pamphlets just to give information about the casino that people are entering in, right? Kita po nun, usually, especially ngayon, sa Ontario, regulated po ang mga sahod, right? So, $50 an hour minimum. So, depende po kung gaano na kayo katagal doon sa position na yon. Because every year, everybody is eligible for a pay bump, right? I believe it's about 3% every year. So, tumataas po yung sweldo as your tenure with a company gets longer. So, but everybody in that position starts at minimum po, which is $15. So, position number 2 is gift shop attendant. So, sa loob po ng casino, it's very common to find para siyang convenience store. Like a little kiosk or a window or an actual corner where they sell, like yung mga gifts, mga gum, parang convenience store po. Like, you know, they sell gum, they sell gift cards, they sell chocolate bars, they sell candy, they sell like memorabilias. Yung pong department na yun, obviously they have to hire somebody to be there, right? So yung po ang gift shop attendant. We call them gift shop attendants. Okay? So basically, para kayong nasa sari-sari store. Okay? Tapos tindahan nyo yung gift shop. And nandun kayo for 8 hours because the casino doesn't close, right? So, yung gift shop na yon, usually it's open 24 hours. Okay, so nagro-rotate yung mga tao na nagtatrabaho sa department na yon. And yeah, like I said, very easy job, very simple job. you're basically the salesperson at a sari-sari store. Kung isipin nyo, madali lang po yun. So, yun din po, $15 an hour ang start. And just like the other position that I told you about, okay, as your tenure gets longer dun sa company, you're eligible for pay bumps every year. So, tataas po ng konti-konti as the years progress when you keep that position, right? Number 3 is EVS. Environmental services ang tawag namin sa kanila. But really what they are is they're the cleaning staff sa casino, sa loob ng casino. So just like what the job description is, they're in charge of keeping the casino nice, tidy, and clean for all of our patrons to enjoy. Okay? So sila po yung naglilinis, nagva-vacuum, basically anything that has anything to do with keeping and maintaining the place as clean as possible, yun po ang trabaho nila. So, makikita niyo po sila sa casino nagba-vacuum or naglilinis po ng mga washrooms and naglilinis sa back door, like where the employee lounge, employee staff. Medyo mahirap po yung trabahong yun because I have friends that work in EVS. And they say it can get challenging sometimes dahil po madami kaming players na hindi umuwi that has, how do I say this? Not the best hygiene. Lalo na po pag natatalo sila. Nagkakalat po sila. And it's left for the EVS staff to clean up after their mess. Okay? I have some horror stories that my friends from EVS has told me over the years. They've experienced some crazy things, okay? Then again, it is a casino. A lot of crazy things happens inside a casino. Okay? So yung EVS po, $15 an hour din po ang start nila. But then as you get tenured with a company, tumataas po yung salary range nila. Okay? So I don't repeat myself. Karamihan po ng frontline positions, if not all of them, starts at minimum wage. Okay, very rare na medyo mataas sa minimum wage ang ina-offer sa mga frontline positions, and it's up, and yung range po ng salary basically depends from the difference maker is how long you've been with a company, because like I said, every year there's a pay bump, right? So somebody who's been in any department would not probably, but will make more compared to somebody that just got hired today. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, so number 4 is a uniform attendant. So sa casino po, everybody wears a uniform. Lahat ng frontline staff, like from dealers to slot attendants to gift shop attendants to every single department po, if you're considered a frontline worker, you have to wear a uniform, which is great dahil you don't have to worry about wearing what you wear to go to work. Okay, so obviously, yung pong casino or whoever the company is that the casino is run by, they provide the uniforms. The casino provides the cleaning services for the uniforms also. So sila ang nagre-release ng uniforms, and sila rin ang nag-maintain, and sila din ang naglilinis. They have an in-house, I don't know if the cleaning, the dry cleaning is in-house or if they source it out, but every casino does have a designated uniform department where people would go drop off their uniforms to be dry cleaned, and then they get a ticket, and then after a couple of days they come back and their uniform is clean. And if there's a new hire, dun po rin sila pupunta sa uniform attendant, sa uniform department to pick up their uniforms po. Sa casino po, madaming departments, and each department is distinguished by or separated by the type and color of uniform that they wear. So pag pumasok po kayo sa casino, makikita niyo yung mga dealers, yung uniform nila is the same as everybody else pero iba kulay. Okay? So sa casino po namin, nagpapalit sila every year, but right now if you walk in, uniform nila is gray, and slot attendants are maroon. And for example, EVS, they wear black polo t-shirts with the logo on it. So yeah, uniform attendant po. Easy job, very easy job. The next one, what are we now? Slot technician. So slot technician is still kind of considered frontline. Okay, it's those people that services the slot machines. Dahil every now and then po, yung slot machine, they need to be serviced or they need to be programmed. Okay? And gumagawa po nun ang mga slot techs. So, they make a little bit more than minimum wage. Yung salary nila, it depends on tenure. But if you get hired right now as a slot technician, you will be hired around the $18 to $20 range to start. Okay? And they will train you. Don't really need much experience because over the years po, napansin ko, madaming mga dealers na nagsawa from dealing. So they moved over to the slot department to be slot technicians. Because kung slot technician kayo, you don't have to deal with people. Okay, all you do is fix machines. So kung merong bara or if something is not working in a machine or if it needs programming or what have you, mga slot technicians po ang gumagawa. So mapapansin nyo sila, okay, pag yung slot machine, nakabukas yung door, and then the person like doing the tinkering inside, that is not a slot attendant po, that's a slot technician. So that means they're either fixing the machine or programming the machine. Okay, so it's a good job po, you know, if you're an introvert. Kung ayaw nyong mag-interact sa mga tao, it's a good job because all you're dealing with is the machine and your direct supervisor. So it's great. A lot of people like it. Okay, the next one is security. So in any given casino po, kailangan mayroong security. Okay, it's our form of quote-unquote police and first aid. So pag pumasok po kayo sa loob ng casino, before you enter, you're greeted by security. Okay, chine-check nila yung mga ID and they do rounds around the floor to make sure that everything is in order. And if there's any type of incident, whether it's theft or if it's medical first aid or anything, you know, sila po nag-handle. So, as an example, nasa table games po ako dati, you know, and kunyari merong pong hinimatay. Alright? Protocol po namin is to call security right away. And usually in a case like that, you know, meron kaming speed dial sa telepono namin. We call security. They come with all the first aid gear. And then they tend to whoever it is that needs help. Okay? They take care of all of that kind of stuff. Or if there's like some kind of suspicion of anything, like cheat at play or somebody who's trespassed, you know, or if they have to remove anybody from the premises, sila po ang in charge sa mga ganon. So usually the security department, medyo malaki rin po sila. At any given time, they should consist of anywhere between 5 to 10 people, if not a little bit more, depending sa time ng week. Because, you know, during the weekends, it's a lot busier, so they need more staff, right? Yung security po sa amin, they start a little bit above minimum wage. If you get hired right now, they would hire you at around $18 to $20 an hour. Pero po yung mga kaibigan ko na nasa security department that never left, okay, they've been there for years. So, you know, they're on the upper category as far as salary per hour goes. Okay, just like anything else in the casino, you know, your salary is determined by how long you have been tenured within the same company. Okay, but to start, it's about $18 an hour. And to me personally, I don't think it's a hard job. Okay, but at the same time, I've watched them on duty for over 2 decades, and I don't think it's for me dahil medyo boring nga po, because half the time, they're watching like a door, they're standing by the door, or they're walking around looking for anything wrong, looking for trouble, and usually when you call security, it's because something needs to be corrected or somebody needs to be kicked out, and it's not a fun job when you're trying to deal with people that are drunk or people that are not very nice. But you know what? It's a very popular position po, so it's worth taking a look if that's your background, right? So finally, maintenance. What do I mean by maintenance? Maintenance po, it's a small department. They deal with keeping everything. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. Work in working order. Okay, so if they need to install something electrical or anything that needs plumbing, or like literally anything, para po sila yung nagme-maintain ng bahay. Okay, so if anything goes wrong mechanically, plumbing, electricity, structure, anything, sila po ang go-to. So, small department lang po sila. Sa casino po namin dati, the maintenance crew, there is probably like 10 people. Okay, so, kunyari merong nag-leak, sa kanila katatawag. Kunyari merong kailangang palitan na bombilya, sa kanila katatawag. Kung what else? Kung kailangan na palitan yung felt ng mesa, sa kanila katatawag. Okay? Isipin nyo, para kayong, what's the best example I can give? Para kayong, like the guy, you're like the guy that everybody calls to fix anything that goes wrong inside the house. Yun ang maintenance. So, I guess it's considered a skilled job because most of the maintenance people, okay, they're experts in plumbing, they're experts in electrical, they're experts in construction, like building stuff. Okay, like I remember the one time they had to go build a wall to separate the 2 rooms on the casino floor, and it was the maintenance people that was building that wall. And they did all the duct work, exhaust, all of that stuff. It's pretty amazing. Pero they pay really well. They actually pay salary to the maintenance staff. Hindi sila per hora. My friend Brian, he's done some stuff around our house here, and he's one of the seniors dun sa maintenance department dun sa Brantford Casino na pinagtatrabahoan ko dati. His salary range is between 50 and 68,000 a year. Okay, so it's an okay job. It really is. Pero problema doon, you have to be on call. You have to be on call because yung pong casino hindi nagsasara, right? So, kunyari, if a pipe burst, and then merong leak, may disgrasya, they call you, you have to show up and you have to fix the problem. That's happened to Brian many times over the years, because, stuff happens. Just like stuff would happen sa bahay ninyo. Tandaan ko dati, nung summer, the last summer before I tendered my resignation, napansin ko, dahil panggabi po ako dati, right? Napansin ko, Brian came in at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I go, dude, what are you doing here? Oh, I got a phone call, the bathroom on the 2nd floor, the pipe exploded. I have to go fix it. So yun, that's the only drawback. But yeah, it's salary and benefits. Oh yeah, just before I forget, lahat po ng ng all 7 positions, all 7 frontline positions that I mentioned. When you get hired, meron po kayong employment package that includes some form of benefits. Depende po kung ano yung contract ninyo, and depende po kung ano yung offer ninyo. But for the most part, ano po yan, it's all under one umbrella. And all of these positions that I mentioned, except for security, meron pong union dun po sa casino na pinagtatrabahuhan ko dati. So, a lot of people feel good about that because they say it's, you know, an extra layer of job protection. But, you know, everybody's different po. So, yun po. Greeter, gift shop attendant, EVS/cleaner, uniform attendant, maintenance, slot technician, and security. That's the other 7 frontline positions po, on top of the 3 that I mentioned in my previous video. So that's 10 altogether. Na pwede niyong pag-applyan kung merong casino na malapit po sa inyo. Okay? Like I said like I mentioned on my previous videos, the reason why I'm sharing this is because feel ko po, the gaming industry is untapped. It's an untapped source of potential careers and employment. You know, imbis po, like, you know, napapansin ko, imbis na yung mga kabayans natin, you know, imbis na nagfo-focus sila sa manufacturing jobs or fast food places, maybe this is, you know, a good alternative po, or a good option, because lahat po ng jobs na minention ko sa inyo within the casino industry or within any casino, kunyari, napasok kayo sa isang department, okay? Hindi nyo nagustuhan. You're free to move around from one department to another until you find something that best fits you. That's the beautiful part about working inside where I work for over 2 decades, okay? And the environment is clean and sort of quote-unquote professional. You know, imbis na magtatrabaho kayo sa factory, for example, where it can be dirty, you know, you can work in a casino environment where everything is clean. It has to be, because, you know, we serve thousands and thousands of people every day. And the environment is great. It really is. Just an option po. Just an option. Okay? So, comment down below. I want to know what you guys think, because I understand casinos are not everywhere, pero kung nagkataon na malapit kayo to one, okay, maybe it's worthwhile for you to go inside and check it out. If you're lucky enough that maybe merong malapit na casino sa inyo, maybe it's worthwhile for you to just check out the environment. Pumasok kayo, look around, check it out. Maybe it's a good fit for you. And ask around. Just ask around. You know, they'll tell you exactly how it is. So, sana naman guys, nakatulong po. Or at least, meron po kayong natutunan kahit konti. Or kung wala kayong natutunan, I hope I was able to entertain you for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So guys, kung hindi pa kayo nakakapag-subscribe sa channel ko, subscribe naman kayo. You know, because it does motivate me to know that there's people out there that find value in my content. Okay, so I can create more. So for now, this is Puto Mendoza in Canada, wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.